basically what I do, I teach from a health perspective. It's not from a fighting perspective, it's from a health perspective. Okay, so I want you to understand that. So again, like I said, you will be doing an actual class with me in conjunction with some of the students. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is that also in our school, if you're interested, we stress health, number one. Health is number one. You have to understand. Health is number one. We have students from age 4 to 62, and we have females, so it's not a gender thing. Okay, so if you're interested, you can. Again, it's health, not necessarily fighting. It's health. All right. I'm gonna do some exercise with you, and you can do it as well. So I'd like everybody just to stand up. Everybody stand up. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna put your hand in front of your navel like this. Everybody put their hands together. Everybody know where your navel or your belly button. Everybody can stand up. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. You can do it as well. So just stand up like this. Put your hands in front of you. Okay? And I'm going to explain what this is. Everybody know where their belly button is? Yeah. Good. Matter of fact, you come up here and help me. Make sure everybody know. So y'all watch this. What's your name? Okay, good. All right. So everybody going to watch. You put your hands right in front of your belly button. Now turn your hand over like this. Turn it over this way. Good. All right, now turn it back. Turn it over. Turn it back. Turn it over. Turn it back. Turn it over. Okay. Now what you're going to do now, turn your hands down. Turn it back. Turn it over. Close your hands. Put it together. Okay. Pull your hands out. Open your hands. Turn it over. Put it together. Okay, turn it over. Close your hands. Put it together. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do this very quickly. So I'm going to just say, I won't say yin yang. Okay. This is in Chinese martial arts or Chinese theory. Up is yang. When it's this way, inside is yin. So up is yang, the bottom is yin. Yang, yin, yin, yang. Okay, so this is what? Yang. Okay, this is yin. All right, yang. Now you know why I deal with children. Okay, this is yang. This is yin. All right, so you ready? So stand up too. You stand up. Okay, this is yang, yin. Okay, so now. Turn it over, up, over, up, over, up. Okay, now what we're going to do now, when we're told this time, we're going to close our hands. So we're just going to do this. So y'all ready? Everybody turn it over, turn it up, close your hands, like that. So let's do this like 3 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, good. Okay, y'all can be seated. Now that looks very, very like this could take a grown man down. That sounds almost impossible. It's okay. All right. So now what was this exercise good for? Anybody ever heard of carpal tunnel syndrome? Right? Syndrome? So this is good for carpal tunnel. All right. So if you just do this, everybody just do this. All right. It's also very good for arthritis. So don't think it's just a simple technique. Every technique has a purpose, but again, unless you're within a certain crowd or a certain arena, you'll never get this information. Never. Trust me. If you're not part of that clan, you'll never get it. And they're not going to teach you, and they're not going to volunteer it either. Follow me? So if you have a problem with carpal tunnel, also, as you do this, it also washes your bone marrow. Okay? So it has a multiplicity of benefits. So as you do this, this washes your bone marrow. Okay? All right? So it's just this. So that's something, that's a lesson you just learned today. Okay? So turn it over like this. It washes your bone marrow. All right? So just remember that. Sometimes you may have cramps in your hand or poor circulation. Just do that. Okay? But it has to be near your navel because that's your central energy is around your navel. Okay? So like this. Just turn it over. All right? So that's one aspect. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do basically, like I said, whenever I lecture or teach, I always like to get the audience participation, so you just don't sit there and say, well, that sounds good, but what did he say? I forgot what he said. Okay, so we're just going to go over some things. So we're going to do this here, all right? Everybody understand how we did that? Okay. Now, I'm going to have one of my students, Ollie. Ollie's going to go around and give you a card. So give each person a card. Give each person a card. And Nyla's going to give you a pencil. Here, give him a pencil. And you too. Go give them a pencil. Okay, everybody have a card, index card?
No, I don't have him.
Okay, so what I want you to do, like I said, basically, in our institute, is more education in martial arts. It's not just fighting. We also teach people Chinese. In our school, and I'm going to tell you one of the reasons why we teach Chinese. Whether you know it or not, the #1 language in the world, the #1 spoken language in the world is Chinese. Mandarin Chinese, it's a fact. And I'm quite sure most of you people, everybody's keeping up with the news, you know that most of the debt that America has is being bought by China, whether you know it, that's a fact. Okay, so by default, within 5 to 10 years, you're going to have to learn that language, whether you know, whether you like it or not. I'm just making you aware of it. So what I do is I'm not waiting till the last minute. I'm trying to get the people involved, learning the language, at least be familiar with the language, because more than likely your employer probably will be Chinese. Not with us, but we're talking about the future, because it's really not about us, it's about the children. We know that for a fact. That's why we do this. It's about the children, it's not about us. Okay. Now, the importance, some of the benefits of learning Chinese is this. Chinese is a pictorial language. Now, what I mean by that, basically, is that this is something we're going to go over there. It basically use pictures. Let me give you an example. Like, for instance, you say, well, they use pictures. Well, how do they keep up with modern time? This is how the basic philosophy, it's like hieroglyphics. How it works is like this. Let's say, for instance, you have a boat. Let's say around the turn of the century, or BC and stuff, we know obviously they didn't have airplanes. So what they would do, the Chinese would do, they'd draw a picture of a boat, right? You put it in the sky. You got the idea? You take a boat, you put it, we know boats don't fly, but you take a boat, you put it in the sky, right, with clouds. So what would that be? An airplane, a flying vessel. So that's how they develop the language. You take a boat, you put it on wheels. What is that? A car. So that's how they develop every day, believe it, in the Chinese Mandarin language, new characters or words. And they don't have an alphabet. That's why they say Chinese is very difficult to learn. Foreign is not difficult to learn. You just got to remember it. Okay? It's not difficult. If you put in your mind something is difficult, you're right, it is difficult because you said it's difficult. See, your thoughts are things. If you say something is difficult to do, you're right. If you say it's easy to do, you're also right. You follow me? So you should never, one thing, especially with children, you should never tell a child what they can't do. Because if you impregnate that in their mind, and they say, my mother said I can't do it, you'll never do it. Yes, you can do by God's permission anyway. Okay? So that's very, very key. So the thing behind learning the Chinese language is pictures. There's no alphabet. That's why they say it's difficult. So once you memorize the pictures itself, you know exactly what's taking place. Okay. Now, does everybody have an index card and a pencil to write with?
Yes.
Okay. No pencil. Go get a pencil. All right, one pencil. So what I want you to do on one side, just write any number from 1 to 100. Any number you think of. You can put 1, you can put 53, any number. Any number. Just make any number. Make up a number. You don't have a pencil? Here. Let it borrow. Write a number. Everybody got a number down?
No.
Okay, any number. Okay. Now, on the opposite side, what I want you to do is write a time, like you could like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, or you could know another time, like a half an hour. It could be like 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, ever, whatever. The reason why I'm doing it because if you get too intricate, I'll have an actual clock, so you wouldn't be able to really see it too well. So if you do 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, that's easy. Or it could be 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, easy. Okay, everybody do? So when you finish, let me know, raise your hand, and I'm going to have Ollie to go around and collect it. We're going to go over there. We're going to do a few techniques, and that'll be it. Okay. So everybody got their number?
No.
Okay, write in any number.
Oh, wait, I got my number.
Okay, write your time.
On this side, and the time on the
It
other
could be
side.
1:30, 2:30, 3:30, anytime you want. You finished? Okay. Everybody finish?
Yes.
All right. Okay,
Listen,
Ollie,
don't follow directions.
go and collect the
The
card.
number on one side and the time on the other side.
So just hand your card to
Okay,
Ollie and the
just erase
pencil.
it.
Give him the pencil too. Okay, now while they're doing that, I'm going to have the students to recite to you so you'll get familiar with the numbers. The numbers from 1 to 10. Let me show you how that operates. In Chinese, you have the numbers that go through 1 through 10. All right? Then when you get to like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, you do the same thing, but you just add 10 to it. A good example, if you say 20, so you say the number 2 and 10. If you say 30, it would be 3, and I know this sounds like elementary school, but this is how Chinese works. So it would be 3 tenths. You say 40, it's 4 tenths. You say 50, it's 5 tenths. And 60, it's 6 tenths. You say 70, it's 7 tenths, and so forth. Okay, until you get to 100. And that's something separate. Okay, so together we're going to count to the number 10. Y'all ready? Ready? E, R, son, S. E,
R,
son.
Leo, Chi, Ba, Jiao, Shen.
Can everybody hear them? One more time. Okay, wait for all. All right, one more time, let's go. Ready? One more person. Waiting for Ollie. Okay. All right, ready? All right, ready? E, R, son.
Leo, Chi, Ba, Jiao, Shen.
Okay, one more time. Say it so they can hear you all the way in the back. Ready? Go. E, R,
San, Sen, Wu, Leo, Chi, Ba, Jiao, Shen.
Okay, good. All right. So what we want to do now is this. We have the numbers, and I'm going to read the numbers off so you can understand what we just did. All right, so remember in Chinese, you say the lower number, like if it's 9, it'd be jiao, it'd be 9 tenths. If it's 80, it'd be 8 tenths. Okay? So with the first number, let me put these in order. The first number we have is 53. So 53 would be 5 tenths and 3. Okay? So how do y'all say 53? It's Wu, Shen, San. That's 53. The next number we have is 16. Would be what? Shen, Leo. The next number is 8. 8. Ba. This is 11.
Shen, E,
Wow. 12.
Shen, R,
This is 5. Wu. Let me explain something. Don't think it's so simple, because if you try to do this, it's not that simple. All right? 14.
Shen,
San. 77. Chi, Jiao, Chi.
Chi.
99.
Chi.
99. Jiao.
Jiao. She.
She.
Jiao.
Jiao. That's correct. 7.
Chi.
Chi. 11.
She.
E. 16.
She.
Leo. 79.
Chi. She. Jiao.
97.
Jiao.
Jiao.
She. Chi.
Correct. 53.
Wu. She.
Sun.
Sun.
That's correct. 16.
She. Leo.
So what they did was basically all the numbers that you had distributed, they was able to say all those correctly. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to tell time in Chinese. Let me read what this says. I had to write it in English for you. Okay. So what this says basically is 现在几点? That means what time is it now? Okay, so what I'm going to do is for the purpose of the audience, as I read your number, as I read the time off, I'm going to have it on the clock. So the first time I have here is 8:30. Everybody see us 8:30? 8:30. 剩下几点? Ba, Didion, Ba. The next time is, this is an easy one. This is 5 o'clock. Next one is 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Wu, Didion. Didion. All right. This is 3:30. 3:30. San, Didion, Ban. This is 10:30. She, Didion,
Ban.
This is 3 o'clock. The rest of easy. 3 o'clock.
San Didion.
Let's speed this up. Okay, we did 3:30 already. Seven. 剩下几点?
Chi Didion.
I have to say it in Chinese so they know. It's 5:30. 5:30. 剩下几点?
Wu Didion Ban.
7:30. 4:30. Some of the numbers are repeating. It's 4:30. 剩下几点?
Se Didion Ban.
Wow, somebody's copying numbers. This is 10:30. 剩下几点?
She Didion Ban.
Okay. Some of the numbers for some reason are repeating. So let me just go through this right quick with them. I'm gonna go through the entire half an hour to 12 o'clock. All right, so this is one thing. 剩下几点?
E Didion Ban.
2:30. 剩下几点? Everybody.
R Didion Ban.
3:30. 剩下几点?
San Didion Ban.
4:30. 剩下几
Se
点?
Didion Ban.
5:30.
Wu Didion Ban.
6:30.
Leo Didion Ban.
7:30.
Chi Didion Ban.
剩下几点?
Ba Didion Ban.
剩下几点?
Jiao Didion Ban.
It's 9:30. 10:30. 剩下几点?
She Didion Ban.
11:30. Senshai DDN.
She E DDN Ban.
12:30. Senshai DDN.
She R DDN Ban.
Okay. So basically, now we have what? 5. We have 4 and 5 years old here, so anybody can do it. All right. So again, the purpose of learning Chinese, it deals with the left side of the brain, so you're balancing your brain as well. All right. So this is one of the purposes of it. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go through some very simple techniques. Like I said, Xing Yi is not a martial art that stress power. It's energy. I'll give you an example. This is one of the forms that we use. In Chinese martial art, they study animals, okay? And as you study an animal, the animal actually show you how to fight. So let's say, for instance, a person would grab you. Again, it's not strength. You have to understand, it's not strength. It's energy. When you push a car, it's not your actual strength for pushing the car. You're actually using your energy. If you think about it, it's not your energy. I mean, it's not your strength, okay? So obviously you have a grown man, you have a youth, okay? If a grown man was, say, grabbing her arms and choking her, she could knock him out in no time. Actually, she could possibly kill him, but we don't teach that. But I'm saying you can do it. You have her mouth is wide open. It's true, okay? All right, so a person would grab you like this. So in praying mantis, you have to realize in our system, we have 7 arms. In our system, 7 arms. Even this, believe it or not, just standing like this is a technique. It doesn't look like anything, but it's an actual technique. With this technique like this, you can knock somebody out. How is that possible? You didn't do anything. You do a whole lot. So he said, how's it possible? It's possible. So what you do is just stand like this. Stand like this. Okay, example. He's going to grab Chai by her wrist. Now, when I say Li Jing, Li Jing! Okay. From there, she can take a fist. He's like this, hit him there. He's finished. It's a very small person. So it's not strength, it's energy. So this is a technique. This is a technique. Okay, everybody stand up. So put your hands by your side. Like this. Now raise your hand. Put it down. Raise your hands. You can do it too. You can stand up. Stand up. Okay, stand up like this. Okay, now raise your hands. Put it down. Raise your hand. Put it down. You just did 2 deadly techniques. Sit down. You say, huh? Okay. Watch. Again, this martial art does not stress strength. It's energy. Ty already demonstrated when someone will grab you like this. You could do, obviously you can do anything you want to them, right? Okay. Now let's say, for instance, you grab on the shoulders. Now whether that, wait, slow it down. Now slow it down. Slow it down. Don't break them up, Ty. Don't break them up. Okay. All right. Now, this is a very small person. So what did I show you? This is the technique, and you raise your arms, right? So all she's going to do, remember now, he's pretty strong. So all she's going to do, raise her arms, put it right under his elbow, push up. He's off. That's the technique. Okay? So you're not just here sitting, you're taking something with you. So you grab again. The hands go directly under the elbow. Remember, it's not strength. Push up. Everybody got that?
Yes.
Let me see y'all pair up. You can. Pair up. Y'all can do it.
Oh, you two together.
All right. So you're going to put your hands here. Y'all can pair up. Put your hands on the shoulder. On the shoulder, like you, on the shoulder. All right. You can pair up with the sister. Come on. You and the check can pair up. Okay, turn this way. Right. Now what you're going to do is someone grab you, you're going to put your hands under his elbow. Push up. He's off you. That's a very deadly technique. How it's deadly? Because you can punch him in the eye, do everyone you want to do. That's how. Okay, put your arms on the shoulder. Put your hands on his elbow and push up. Push up. One more time. Put your hands on the shoulder, everybody. Put your hands on his elbow, push up. Okay, that. All right, sit down. Like I said, the Signy, it was designed basically to guard the emperors. And at the time, they had to use this type of martial art because they don't have time to fight with people and all that kicking and stuff. They don't have that type of time. It's just quick, finished. So obviously, if a person would grab you like that, they off, you finish. You can punch him in the eye, finger, whatever you want to do to him. I don't stress that, but I'm just letting you know, it's not based on strength. Because everybody's, hopefully God willing, you live long enough, you're going to become old. So all that power and stuff, you can't use that. You have to use your energy. These type of techniques, anybody can do. I really recommend this for the sisters to learn this because you don't know what type of predicament. In general, they're not going to probably attack a man. But a sister, they're going to do that because they're cowards. They're going to attack a female, all right? But, but the women know it, it's good. So like I said, so you learn, believe it or not, y'all learned 2 techniques today. No charge. No charge, all right? So we're just going to review it again. They grab you, put your hands on the elbow, push. Obviously, when you push him, you're going to punch him in his face, eye, whatever you want to do to him. Kick him, finish. Fight is over. All right? Y'all see that?
Yes.
Everybody got that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we're going to do a few more techniques and that's it. All right, let's what? Okay. This is another very simple technique. Let's what? So what you're going to do, you're going to close your arms. Open your arms out wide. I ain't say step yet. Close your arms. Open them out. And now you're going to do it with a step. Close your arms. Step forward. Open your arms. Close your arms. Step forward. Okay, now we're going to go back. Open your arms up. Close your arms. Step to the left. Open your arms up. Close your arms. Step forward. Senor Jao. Chi. Senor Jao. Senor Jao. So shot. Okay. So we just saw this here. Everybody stand up. So what I want you to do is open your arms out, stretch them out like this. Close your arms. So we're going to do this 3 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now let's see if we can speed it up. Like this. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. That again is a very deadly technique. He said, how? It's true. Okay, sit down.
All we do is
Sit down.
left leg.
All right. Everybody remember what we just did?
Yes.
What's up? We had to use a mat because if I did it on a crown, you'd get hurt. All right, so what did we just do? Everybody stand up. Cross your arms. Open your arms out. All right, so do it 3 times real quick. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's the technique. Now, how do you use it? Musa is going to punch, and I'm going to just show you how to do it. Actually, if you use this technique, you can hit a person, let's say, from 8, 9, 10 times, and they never know what hit them. Trust me. All right? So, he's going to, I'm not going to redo it. He's going to punch. Now, watch the technique. Somebody, stop talking now. All right? So, he's going to punch, right? So, I'm going to just do it 3 times. I'm not going to do it 5 or 6. So one thing in martial arts, one thing you always do, you get out the way. So he's going to punch. I'm going to just step to the side. Punches, you step to the side. Now, everybody remember what we just now did?
Yes.
This is how we use the technique. Okay. Punches.
Oh.
Everybody saw that?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, now if you want to, you can hit him 5 or 6 times. The key thing is this, is that you strike him across his eyes. You strike him across his eyes. So it's this. When they punch, step to the side. So you're going to do this like 3 times. So it's this. As you do this hand goes down like this. So it's this, right? We did this, right?
Oh.
You get the full extension. So it's not your arm, it's your what?
Energy.
Your body. It's your body. Look, think about what we're doing. It's this. That's not your arm. Your body will, you're going to hit him at least 3 times. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Then from there, you pull him down, up. You want to finish him up? Finish. Everybody saw that?
Yep.
We have another similar technique like that. Remember, not straight. You know how to do monkey. Monkey. All right. We have another similar technique, similar to that, but again, it's not your actual energy. So he punches. This is called monkey. Okay. Punches. Step aside. One hand goes here, one goes here. You pull him down as you turn his head. That requires no effort, no strength. It doesn't require any strength. You see? One more time, watch. You punch it, step to the side. You push your hand down like this. Just pull down. I didn't use any strength. If you turn, you grab somebody by their neck, they're going to turn. I can turn this way or that way. So you just turn this way. Finish. Fight over. There's no fight. Everybody saw that?
Yep.
Now we have another system. We have another system designed basically when your opponent is taller than you. A person is taller. You remember Rooster? A person is taller. This is designed for people who are taller than you. Let's say, for instance, if he was taller than me, right? He's taller than me, right? So what you do is that they punch, you go under. He punches with this, this goes under. Like I said, in our system we have 7 arms. So automatically you can't touch me, so it's this. Fight over. Fight over. Again, like I said, the sisters should really learn this because you don't know what kind of condition you're going to be in, situation. All right. Now we have another thing. Everybody remember dragon? Let's what? So this is dragon. What we're going to do is one hand, this is like skipping. So you raise your one hand up, one hand goes up, and jump. Okay, step back. Again, this doesn't look like anything.
I know.
You know, drag. Ollie, high. Drag, sit down. Yeah, remember, we're looking at size. It's not strength, it's energy. All right, so you're going to push, you're going to take it down. Drag. Finish. Fight over. Did y'all see it happen so quick? Y'all saw it? You see it, sister? She didn't see it happen too quick. Slow it down. Do it again. She did. Do it slow. Do it go. Go again. Punch. Did you see that? So all we did was this. Remember, it's not strength. It's energy.
He wants the rooster on me.
All right, he wanted to rooster. All right, again, this is a better example where you have someone who's taller than you. You copy the animal. Rooster, we know, is small, so it moves under. So do it slow so people can see it. So he's going to punch. Right. One more time, do it slow. That's called rooster. What you do is, when a person is taller than you, you actually go under, but what I don't really stress is that your fingers go up, you hit them in the eye or whatever, and that'll stop. Okay? Oh, that's it. Legs away. Gao, Senor Gao, Gao, Chili, Shanka. Thank you, class over.
Thank you very much.